The southern parts of the Baltic Sea unite the shores of Denmark, Germany, Lithuania, Poland and Sweden. This coastal area is the home of almost 9 million Europeans, people who share a common maritime heritage and a commitment to cooperation across the sea. Since 2008, a European programme has been supporting their endeavours to strengthen businesses and to protect the environment by building bridges between people and institutions across borders. With €57 million invested by the European Union, the South Baltic Programme brought together more than 400 organisations in 69 cooperation initiatives. Providing financial support for 6 flagship initiatives, the programme also contributed to the implementation of the EU strategy for the Baltic Sea region, the first macro-regional strategy in Europe. United in diversity, the people of the South Baltic explored new ways for tackling the common challenges, ways that teach to think together, invent together and act together. Smart ways. Saving the Baltic Sea requires cooperation. This has become the guiding principle for South Baltic environmentalists who came together to tackle common challenges. Challenges such as the airborne emissions from ships, the management of dredged sediments, the protection of the valuable ecosystems, or the explosive growth of algae, a process known as eutrophication. A number of water bodies in the South Baltic coastal area are influenced by both coastal and freshwater. These very specific conditions are the reason for calling them transitional waters. The Curonian, Vistula and Odra lagoons, as well as the Oresund Strait, are transitional waters affected by people across borders. The protection of their unique flora and fauna requires cross-border coordination.
All these lagoons are cross-border. Actually, when we have kind of a physical or geographical integrity of the water bodies, politically they are divided. And the idea of how to come closer for the integration of different countries on the effort of preserving, sustainably exploiting the lagoons actually just came to the light.
Pirmiausia, tai kiekvienas projektas priverčia tave išeiti iš savo orbitos, savo kasdienių darbų orbitos ir pradėti mąstyti, kas vyksta aplinkui tave, kas vyksta šalia, ką daro kitos šalys, kokios jų patirtys. Tai yra ko gero pats geriausias dalykas, tai komunikacija ir bendravimas. Ir tuomet, kai visa Pietų Baltijos pakrantė suneša savo problemas ir pamatom, kad jos yra panašios, tai yra labai didelis džiaugsmas.
Advei developed a guideline for cross-border management of transitional waters. The findings and recommendations can be applied elsewhere in the European Union and even worldwide. Flood protection is another challenge that the South Baltic communities have in common. Today, a number of dikes protect vast areas and millions of people in the South Baltic regions. Considerable investments are needed for the maintenance and construction. The shortage of construction material, however, sparked the creativity of German and Polish experts.
The main goal of the project was to get dredged materials and ashed composites implemented in dike constructions. The main sub-goal was to show that new ideas and new materials are suitable to replace common materials and conventional solutions.
We have similar problems with dredged material, with materials, sediments in water bodies that have to be dredged and taken out of the water body. And on the other side, we need flood protection in the whole of the South Baltic region, and also dikes as flood protection constructions. And so on the one side we have the surplus of materials which are legally a waste but which shall be recovered, and on the other side we have a great need of construction material.
With 2 pilots in Rostock and Gdańsk, the Dredge Dikes project proved that this South Baltic idea is viable. The technical and legal findings even inspire cities outside the programme area. In the city of Hamburg, the ongoing discussion about the use of dredged materials in dikes along the river Elbe benefited from the results of the Dredge Dikes project.
International cooperation was perfect for this topic because we have these problems in the different countries in the South Baltic region, and we have different legal backgrounds there. And this is an important thing when recovering waste materials in construction. And so we learned from each other how to deal with this problem legally, but also from the construction point of view. And that was very fruitful.
The new program, the South Baltic Programme 2040-2020, will target the available funding, approximately 80 million euros from the European Regional Development Fund, to sectors which are key and which are of common interest for the future of the entire area. Unlocking the potential for blue and green growth has therefore been chosen as the strategic objective, the mantra for the new programming period. Blue, representing the Baltic Sea, our common resource for economic development, and green, underlining the importance to preserve the attractiveness of the South Baltic for future generations.
I think the programme brings great opportunities, even for small organisations. We can actually guide them through the whole process from the application stage through the implementation to the project closure. So this is something that, with courage, I would say, everybody can do.